But when we put this out, we put out a proposal, whether it's done by a cooperative like Middlesex County or Bergen County, or a state contract, but there are specifications, correct? And who does the specifications on our end?
The engineer, wouldn't it be? Our engineers.
Well, so if somebody says we need lighting for a baseball field, you just don't say we need lighting. You say specifically what illumination level you need, where it's going to be. I mean, there's a design and there's a specification, correct? All right. So doesn't the engineer oversee that when the contract gets it? I mean, the contract's issued on the basis of those specifications. As it's being installed, I think this is what Bill is saying. As it's being installed, who oversees the project?
When we go for the project, when we speak to like Musco, who's the company that does it, we explain to them, the situation, where the field is. We do a site visit. They give us their proposal, their specs on what is needed because with sports lighting, I guess there's different like angles.
Sure.
And bolt, right?
Sure.
So, they give us the specs and the proposal and we move
Well,
on.
they give you their specs
Mhm.
and our engineer reviews their specs to see whether it's copacetic. I mean,
Yeah, moving forward,
Okay.
we'll.
so as it's being installed, it's supposedly being installed according to the specs that
Correct.
were approved. Who oversees the installation to make sure that those specs are physically being installed?
Adhered to.
I mean, who on our end? I think that's.
Chairman,
Go ahead, Craig.
Nobody works.
Chairman, I think either Dave or Abe or Alberico should explain to the commission is how these policies and procedures are prospective to change. So that might help the commissioners question, especially the ones that Commissioner Cifelli's asking now. So Dave or Abe, please share with them what we spoke about today.
Abe, let me know what you think about baseball lighting. You're a Met fan, so.
They're winning.
As Director DiFilippo stated, we will have the county engineer review the specs and inspect the work to make sure that it is done according to the specifications. And going forward, we will be utilizing the county engineer to provide a cost estimate and to oversee the specifications preparation so that we can then prepare a document that we can either bid, or if we're going to use a co-op, then we would go to the co-op, we would provide them with the specs, and then we would review the quantities, the estimate, and to make sure that what we're getting is what we're paying for.
But I think Bill's question is the second phase of that, the construction or installation phase. Assuming that the specs meet the engineer's criteria and the professional criteria, whatever out there in the marketplace for but the experts, let's take this example of a baseball field illumination. They have recommendations. There's an industry standard, I'm sure. Our engineer looks at it, says, looks okay. We put that out. But I think the second phase is the actual construction and installation. And I think Bill's question is, if they say, yes, we're awarding you the contract based upon these specs, who on our end monitors the installation to make sure that the physical improvements are installed in accordance with those specs? Is that, Bill? Is that what you're asking?
Correct.
Yeah, and for this particular project, someone from the engineer's office will be assigned to do that. But going forward, we would be, and it'll be on a case-by-case basis based on the recommendation of the engineer, but we will have a construction manager on site for projects that require complicated management because of the moving parts, so that we can check quantities and that things are being delivered appropriately.
So along those lines, is there some kind of a criteria that we use internally that projects above $100,000 or $200,000 require a quote construction manager? And if so, who is our construction manager? Do we do that on an ad hoc basis, or do we have somebody already on?
We're going to do a process to have a list of on-call construction managers. We don't have one yet.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And this way, you know, just like we do the on-call architects and the engineers, same thing with the
You'll have a
construction.
standby consultant.
Correct. And then
But
it'll,
we don't have that now.
no, not the construction manager, but it'll be, to answer your question, instead of setting a threshold, the engineer will give me a recommendation and say, this one requires a construction manager.
Because of
This
the
one-
complexity of the.
Right,
project.
right. This one is not that complicated. We can just have someone from our office take a look to see what's going on. It'll be on a case-by-case basis.
$2/3 It's,
Well, no.
To me, that's
Obviously,
complicated.
something, yeah, it's something at that magnitude, yes, you know,
And the advantage is you're not having a county employee doing it, you're having this construction manager on call. So
someone
that's advantageous.
that,
Yeah.
you know, there's nothing wrong
Right.
with a county employee if they have the
Right.
qualifications.
Correct.
The concern that Commissioner O'Day had is that at that time, there was no one qualified to really look at what was going on there.
Send me the picture.
Correct.
I'll do that.
And the reality of it is, to use an analogy, if you're supposed to put 8 inches of asphalt and you only put 5 inches of asphalt, the quality of that road could be damaged, hampered, ripped up sooner rather than later because you didn't do 8 inches of asphalt. And unless somebody was there to check to make sure it was 8 inches of asphalt, who the hell would know? And a park worker doesn't know, doesn't go out and measure how much asphalt's being put in, or how much the contract even said the asphalt's being put in. And while it doesn't seem like a big difference, if you look at wear and tear on roads, that is a big difference.
I agree.
The vote on that?
Yes,
Chairman?
please.
Commissioner Pontilivski, Commissioner Basleys,
yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez, Commissioner Williams, Chairman Romano.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
the next one that I have is the regular purchasing agent award. The first item that we have on the agenda on that particular resolution is to extend the contract with Capozzi to maintain the overhead doors. There's no dollar amount. They've agreed to the 2.5% increase. The second item is bugging out pest control. And we reduced the amount, so we're now requesting $10,000. And then the last item that I have is requesting additional funds for Atlantic Salt for $240,000 so that we can pay the bill for the salt that we purchased during the snowstorm.
Okay, what was the first one you said again?
Capozzi, overhead doors, maintenance of the overhead doors. That's just extending the contract for the second year.
For the same amount with the 2.5
Yeah, there's, right, the 2.5% increase.
Okay. Call the roll.
We need a sponsor and a second.
Sponsor. Cedeno, Romano.
Thank you. Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
I'm gonna vote no. I think these items could have waited 2 weeks.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
No.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, the final item that I have, there is no change to the resolution. But I wanted it was brought to my attention that the award letter that came from HUD had the wrong address and it did not contain the recipient's unique entity identifier. So that's why you received the replacement.
Yeah.
We've already had a sponsor and a second on that one and a vote.
Call it.
I have one additional. It'll be Resolution 28. It's a resolution in support of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, AKA LGBTQ individuals in Hudson County and affirming the county's commitment to equality, dignity, and non-discrimination and recognizing the importance of the LGBTQ Advisory Task Force. I need a sponsor
What
and
is the whole?
the board. And the second is the board as of a whole, right?
Was a whole, yeah.
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams, Chairman Romano.
Yes.
Chairman, I have a proclamation. I think there's somebody here that can represent.
Yes, please bring them up.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to Michelle Dupay, who is our chair of our LGBTQ task force. It is the year anniversary of the formation of this county task force, and I'm going to ask Michelle to accept this.
Hi, thank you for acknowledging our community. Just to give you a little background, because I only know two commissioners personally, I used to work for county government back in 1988 to 2000, so it's a while. And I worked in the Genesee administration as assistant communications director, and then went over to the legislative branch as a public information officer. And during that time, people may not be aware, but in 1992, Asbury Park had its first gay pride festival. So I went to county executive and said, I'll write the proclamation if you'll present it at the first festival. And he said, no, you can write it and you can present it. So I did on June 6, 1992. And then it occurred to me, he came out in acceptance of the community statewide, but he couldn't do it in Hudson County. And I always thought that was really funny. So with that in mind, I appreciate the fact that Hudson County government is now full-fledged coming out in force in supporting the LGBTQ community as part of the advisory task force that I now chair. And with that in mind, I would like to appreciate someone who can't be here because of work commitments, Hannah Barkdez. I hope I'm saying her last name right. She's the one that actually wrote the resolution, and it was her idea, because when I took the chairmanship, I went, oh my God, and I have to like lead an organization. We had to find our footing as the organization would develop. So I was forgetting what I used to do for a living. And therefore, she's the one that really suggested it. And I'm really glad she did. And that's why you just voted on it. So with that in mind, thank you very much. And we hope to be able to give you certain advice that will be helpful to county government and the community itself.
Thank you. Jenny, do you or Craig want to speak on behalf of the executive branch?
We also have a proclamation from the county executive, but I'll save everyone's ears reading the whole thing. Michelle is very capable of reading herself. I will just say that we are delighted that this task force is still going. I know sometimes when you stand up task force with volunteers who don't get paid, sometimes they fizzle out quickly, and this one's not fizzling out. If you can tell from her spunk and her pizzazz, we are not fizzling this one out anytime soon, and we are delighted that we're at our 1-year anniversary and look forward to spending many more anniversaries together.
Thank you. Would you take
gonna
a
have a
picture with the
picture.
board, please? We'll come down.
So come down here, over here.
Jenny, you should be in the picture. Can they take the picture? Boy, they move so slowly.
Let's get her under the emblem. Move to your right.
I remember doing that. Freeholders. It's good because I'm the one that our project. We're not going to eat that. That's.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
Smile, smile.
Good job. Thanks all.
We should correct the record. Michelle knows 3 commissioners personally. She also knows Bob Basleys personally. So can we correct that record?
1 second before you continue.
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez, go ahead.
I would like to make a motion to pull number 19,
Second.
please.
Okay, a motion by Commissioner Rodriguez to pull number 19 on the agenda, seconded by Commissioner O'Day. For the benefit of the board, number 19 is a purchasing agent award. 19 what? Carry that.
19, sorry.
19, the entire
19,
19.
that's the.
19 as a
open
whole.
Doors
19 as a whole.
as a whole.
Can
Yes.
we at least consider the bugging?
Excuse me, talk out, we couldn't hear you.
I said, can we at least consider leaving the bugging for $10,000 on? That's for the pest control.
All right, I leave the bugging on.
Okay, so now redo that. It's going to be,
I make a motion
Motion
to amend
amend that.
19. Okay, that's right. Make a motion to amend 19, remove 2 items, leaving only the bugging out,
Right,
on the agenda.
right.
for the
It
exterminate.
would be
Okay.
19B. If-
19B
Only
stays on.
19B. So
The other
delete
two-
19A and 19C.
Call a
No,
vote
no,
on
no,
the,
no,
on the
Commissioner,
adjustment.
The other way, leave 19B on the
Right.
agenda.
That's what I said. I
Bugger,
said
that's what I'm
delete,
saying.
delete
Oh, I didn't hear
19A
the word-
and
I didn't hear
delete
the word delete.
19C.
I'm sorry.
Leave only 19B. That's it.
That's for the next meeting. You do
Yeah,
that for
bring-
that,
bring it for the
bring
next
it back.
Yeah.
Okay,
On
roll
the
call on the
amended-
vote.
On the amended replacement, Commissioner Pontilivski, Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams, Chairman Romano.
Yes,
According to the policy
Excuse me.
set by the.
go ahead, timeout. Go ahead.
Excuse me, Madam Clerk.
Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, I forgot to mention, it's not an agenda item. I forgot to mention, Mr. Sisk from the community college and the 2 coaches. I know one of them is on Zoom. You wanted them to come to
Yeah,
the
just for the
meeting.
benefit, let them do it. I
Yeah.
know they have to go back.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. Community College, Jan, Mr. Sir, introduce your coaches for the benefit of the board. And Lopez is not going to grill him on strategy because don't worry about it.
He's ready. Go for it.
I'm not gonna listen to anybody from Bayonne anyway, so.
That's right. That's what I want to hear. They can't beat Hoboken anyway. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Good to see everyone again. I'm Jonathan Sess, the Director of Athletics at Hudson County Community College. I'm here to introduce you to our new head men's and head women's basketball coaches who we hired several months ago, and they've been hitting the floor running. I'll introduce Ethan first since he's on Zoom. Ethan is coming to us from the NBA. He works in basketball operations in Secaucus. He has over 10 years of experience with NCAA Division II and III schools and head coaching experience with high schools in New York City. If we could allow him to speak if he's on Zoom.
Go ahead, Ethan.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for the introduction, Jonathan, and thanks everyone for having us.
I think just on behalf of the county executive and the executive branch and our colleagues here in the legislative branch, we just like to know who the personnel is that we consider important part of the community college's balance of academics and athletics. So we welcome you to your new positions. We look forward to working with you. I think that the board should be provided schedules for both teams. So if one of the commissioners would like to go to a game, that we're able to do that.
100%.
Go ahead.
100%.
Is
I
that
couldn't be happier about the girls' side. I mean, Carlos and I coached baseball together probably, 20 years ago when he was coaching JV baseball for Union City. Carlos was Mr. Biddy for the Boys and Girls Club back in, I don't know what year, but he went on to play at St. Anthony's, played at University of Richmond. One of the finest coaches. He coached the boys at Union Hill, won some county championships and state championships there, and then went on to Union City. And I'm telling you, from Bayonne, we're happy you're taking this job. So we're getting out of the girls' job at Union City, but we couldn't find a better candidate. And if anyone's Hudson County, it's Carlos Cueto. So congratulations, Coach. I'm really so happy that you took this on. And if you need anything from us, you got 100%
There's about 4
support.
girls in Bayonne that we're recruiting right now, so.
Let me ask you something. You said, you said you're a Zisk, the Sisk?
SISK, SISK.
Not from the the big Zisk family, are you?
Probably not. I'm actually the only Sisk
I
in my
think
family that's
everybody's
left.
named in
so-
Bayonne's named Zisk.
No, maybe they changed it for me. I don't know.
Okay, well,
But,
congratulations. We look forward to your success working together with you all. And now that we've seen faces, we'll be there rooting for you all and make the county proud. And thank you for the service you're going to provide.
Can I ask a question?
Thank you.
Go ahead,
is
Al.
there-
Sure to
is there-
forward over
is there
schedule as well.
A recognized conference, used to be a New Jersey Junior College Conference. Is that still in existence?
Yes. You
And, but we haven't been involved in it until now.
want to take that?
We're-
That's correct. Way back in the 90s, we were
Yeah.
involved in the NJCAA,
Years
but it was a
ago.
different thing.
Yeah, it was a recruiting issue. That's why.
So Carlos, you're a Richmond Spider?
I'm a spider.
All
Yep.
right.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, go ahead, Billy.
I just want to note for the record why I'm excited to have athletic programs now at Hudson County Community College. I remain dissatisfied over the fact that the Hudson County Schools of Technology don't have any athletic programs for the boys and girls that attend those schools. And I think this is great, but I think we need to revisit that. When those programs were done away with, they were done away with for the wrong reason. And I think we need to bring those programs back.
Noted.
Thank you.
That noted. Thank you. Thank you, Coach
Thank you
Carlos.
So much.
Buena
Thank you,
verte.
everyone.
Como
Thank you. Have a good
siempre.
day.
Thank you.
Okay, continue, Madam Clerk.
According to the policy set by the Board of County Commissioners, members of the public are asked to limit their comments to 5 minutes when discussing agenda items and 3 minutes at the conclusion of the meeting for persons who submitted a written request to discuss matters of the public interest. At this time, the public may address the board on any item on the agenda only. Please keep your comments limited to 5 minutes. Are there any speakers on the agenda item only?
If you want to speak on the agenda?
Yeah, you can.
come on.
Go ahead, Adam. Make sure you introduce yourself to those coaches too.
Oh, we know Carlos,
Okay.
MVP National AAU champion for Boys and Girls Club. Way
Adam,
back
please
when.
identify yourself for the members of the audience.
Adam Jager, Boys and Girls Club. Greg Reinhold, Jerry Harley. Commissioners, Chairperson Romano, thank you for having us here once again. Our annual summer basketball leagues, Lincoln Park, Washington Park, and in Hoboken. Questions?
We just make sure that, as always, that you register all the participants, and that list is forwarded to both the county executive's office and also to our clerk, so that the commissioners know who played from where, and that, we
Absolutely.
where the money is being spent. Billy or Kenny, any comment? Anything?
We'd
Anyone?
like to have it. We
Yep.
every year in Lincoln Park, it's a very vibrant, well-attended, well-recruited program. Gets
Thank
kids
you.
off the street and gets kids
Yep.
working together, interacting together, socializing together, and we need to do more, as much of that as we possibly can, now more than ever.
And also, when you do your ceremony like we do every year,
Yeah.
include the county executive's office and the commission board. So we want to be partaking and into the success that your program does to keep our youth, completely absorbed into sports, which is very important. Could you introduce the two titles of the two gentlemen too? Because is that the successor to Mr. Greenberg?
Greg Reinhold, I'm the interim executive for the Boys and Girls Club. And then Jerry is our basketball guru, so
I know.
everybody knows Jerry.
Just forward your numbers, please, to both the county exec's office and to our clerk, so we have the numbers if anybody has a question, and along with schedules, please,
Absolutely.
because you know how it is also in Hoboken. It's
Yeah,
more
no,
than
we'll
sport.
forward everyone's info and of course, invite everybody, to the grand finale and, the championship games that we do.
Okay, thank you, coaches, and Greg, congratulations. Keep up the legacy and mantle that you're having.
Sure.
Bobby, go ahead.
What there are there, you said mentioned Washington, Lincoln, and
Hoboken Boys and Girls Club is the most advantageous. We have an indoor court and outdoor court, and it's close in proximity to the youth that we serve.
you
And
do
if-
anything in, you don't do anything.
The county parks are tough. Columbus Park is just a hoop, and under the viaduct is too far for our kids. And it's just the one court as well. So Hoboken Boys and Girls Club, like I said, indoor court, outdoor court. and the best location.
Well, if you have any questions with both those sites, see Jonathan DiFilippo. If you need to adjust something, he's excellent at that, and he's
Absolutely.
very in tune to the needs of the youth.
Yeah, we used to do the viaduct, because I used to run the whole viaduct program. I'd go out and recruit, go out there and recruit.
Right.
kids, Go out there, spread the word out in the community.
Well, as much as many
Yeah.
courts as we could use, it's important.
Yeah.
Okay, Bobby, that answer your question?
I'm looking towards West Hudson, Secaucus, North Hudson. If you could plan for the future, possibly do something in some of those, if you go see what's happening up there and see if it's possible.
Yeah, no, we'd certainly be open to talking about that. There's, so many families in Jersey City who could benefit from our summer basketball program. And we've seen an increase in attendance each year, as you can see the numbers that we send. So we'd love to get, further up to North Hudson and.
Thank you.
Go get him, Adam.
Yep, no, we're ready. Beautiful day outside. The summer's going to be great. Thank you, everybody, so much. Okay, and enjoy the rest of your
Get
night.
Billy O'Day of Jersey.
I don't need a jersey, but you know what I would suggest that we do? I would suggest that we call it the Gary Greenberg Summer Basketball Program.
Oh, we had banners made last year.
I mean, officially, whatever promotional flyers you put out to get young people to sign up, whatever shirts and things we do, I think it's one of many appropriate ways to remember somebody who cared about kids and got kids in basketball to get them out of trouble.
Absolutely. We had his initials and the year he was born, and then passed on all of our jerseys last year that the kids got. And we got, nice signage like Jersey City's greatest basketball ambassador and so on.
Do the trophies with you again
if
you want.
So I'm going to make a motion that on number 24, we change the title to note what I just said.
I second.
So it'll say resolution awarding grant funds to the Boys and Girls Club of Hudson County for the Gary Greenberg Summer Basketball Program, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
That makes our day. Thank you about that. Thank you for remembering, all the important work that he's done, decades and decades.
Okay. And see,
Is that the form of a motion?
I got
Motion seconded by Vaseline.
Second,
call
okay. I need a roll call.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Roll call on the amended resolution 24. Commissioner Pontilivski. Commissioner Basleys. Commissioner Cedeno.
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez. Commissioner O'Day.
Yeah.
Commissioner Rodriguez.
Yes.
Commissioner Williams.
Yeah.
Chairman Romano.
Yes, and an add to, Legal Florio over there was a prep basketball star, not passing, just shooting, but see if you can get him to coach the Silver Fox.
We'll talk.
Get him out there. He needs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other speakers on the agenda items only?
Speakers,
Being none, may I have a motion
motion.
for the consent agenda?
That's Lopez and Cedeno.
Commissioner Pontilivski. Commissioner Basleys.
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno.
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez. Commissioner O'Day.
I'm going to abstain on the office supplies. I guess that's what, 15C? Aye on the rest.
15C.
Yep.
We'll take that out. Commissioner Williams and Chairman Romano.
Yes, I just want to make one comment in regard to item number. Oh, you forgot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Commissioner Rodriguez. So sorry.
Just want to make one comment with regards to number one on the agenda. I think that Mark Smith is going to make a wonderful addition to the Office of the Adjuster, especially relying on his experience as the former chief executive of the municipality of Bayonne. And I'm sure that Alberico has done all to ensure that Mr. Smith has all the tools to succeed at his position.
He hit the ground running on day one already. Excellent addition.
Okay.
And I received a call from one of the former adjusters last night, and he gave a strong recommendation, so that was good enough for me.
Is that Neil Carroll?
No comment on who it was. I don't.
Okay.
I would ask though, personnel, can they please change in the records, Anthony Delfino to Anthony Delfino?
Don't have the records yet, so I have to confirm that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, continue.
Chairman, we have no ordinances for introduction or any for second reading. So that concludes the items on the business on today's agenda. Are there any comments from the commissioners on the business?
Commissioners,
Okay.
go start off down the line.
Good.
Bobby Bass.
I just want to reinforce what you just said. Mark Smith, I've had the pleasure of working with him over the years. Outstanding person, outstanding, whenever he takes on a job, he takes it on well. Good luck, Mark.
Yeah, Smitty,
Hello.
welcome to your new job. There's not a job in this county, in any department that you couldn't do. I'm positive about that. I know you'll be a success. Anything you need, we'll support you 100%.
Billy?
You have a couple of things, but on Mark, I couldn't help the other day, your family's become like my family, so I had to have a little fun at the caucus meeting. And I did enjoy the call I got from your brother-in-law last night. It was quite entertaining. Two other, but you'll do a great job. Two other items. One, when are we going to get the Schools of Technology forensic audit? I saw today there was a meeting of the Board of
I sent it to you
When did you send it?
late this afternoon. You probably haven't checked it.
Yeah, I haven't checked it
It's
yet.
the audit, but the budget has to be held off. There was a computer glitch at the state. So
So you didn't adopt it today?
No, we're going to have another meeting,
Oh,
April
okay.
1st.
April 1st at 4 p.m. will be.
That's an appropriate day.
Yeah.
Definitely an appropriate day for that issue.
Physic audit,
can't help
it was sent to all of you
All right, I'll
electronically.
print it out
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'll have plenty
Yeah.
of questions, I'm sure, for the next meeting.
Go ahead.
And then lastly, I saw, who's here from the HCIA?
Michael O'Connor.
Hey, Mike, and I don't need you to answer that, just go, you can, if you know it, fine.
Michael
So
O'Connor.
we voted on, for, I guess, tax exempt, or not even tax, bonding related to, it was the same gentleman who did the Teachers Village.
Yeah, he hasn't, we haven't closed on that. My understanding is he's still working to try to make it work. It's a difficult financial project for him. There's no county guarantee. We're the conduit lender.
Right.
We needed your approval just as a quirk in the law. But my understanding is he's still trying to do it. I think there's a funding gap. The property has full taxes. There's no pilot on that property. So he's struggling with it, but my understanding is it's not dead. I mean, we spoke about it the other day. I'm going to reach back out to him to see what it's going to take.
But he's buying buying buildings that have been built already.
He's buying building. The project is, and keep it short, it was to buy an existing building near McGinley Square and add more affordable housing into that building. That was the project.
I thought there was more than one building.
There were two. There was one next to the Astor Bar. I'm not sure if he's
And
still in that. And there was one on Jordan.
I mean, so the one in the Astor Bars looks like it's almost fully occupied. That's what I'm
They're both
saying.
occupied. They're both occupied, but his concept was to as with turnover, to populate them with teachers, actually, and low and moderate income individuals as the units became available, since they turn over quickly in this area and that area. So we'll give you an update on where it is, because we reached back out to him also, but his professionals are still working on it. We're still, it's available to him if he can put the deal together.
Because, Mr. Administrator, when it was presented to us, I don't think the buildings were fully leased. Now they're fully leased, so the ability to get those workforce units are going to be later rather than sooner, so. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure I would have voted for it if I knew the buildings were going to be fully occupied before the guy ever closed on us. All right, that was it.
Thank you.
Mike.
And just two comments there also to all the directors and their staffs for coming. As you could see, that when questions need to be asked, it's very comforting to the members of the board to know that there's representatives from each different agency, not just on a Zoom screen that you're here. Continue.
Are there any comments from the Chief of Staff, the County Executive? Thank you. This is the time for persons who submitted a timely written request to address the board on any matter of public interest. Please remember to limit your comments to 3 minutes. The first one that submitted it was Raymond Mitchell.
I just want to thank everybody here today that came out. and all the commissioners here as well. Today is March 26th of 2026. My father's strangle was March 30th of 2026. This will be 6 years that I'm fighting for this justice, to find out what happened to my father at the North Bergen Nursing Home owned by Hackensack Meridian Hospital. As we all know, as the Suarez said, that my dad died of COVID now. Still haven't received anything. I just wanted to say if we could just take a moment of silence just for a couple of seconds for my father and for all the other loved ones that passed away in the pandemic as well. So as this continues on, there's been retaliation against me and my family as well. I had court today in Berrien County because they said I obstructed justice when I'm being obstructed in justice. But my father strangled. Not received anything. I went to the state, the counties, and the federal, everywhere I go up the chain. Nothing has happened. Looks like I'm not even a citizen in America because I don't get any privilege or anything for this to even, have an investigation and figure out what's going on. I have 3 different stories: a natural death from the nursing home, the strangled face of pictures, and as the Suarez said, my dad died of COVID and then she retires and I never got anything. Does I don't know what else to do here. Like, how do I continue on? And Berrien County retaliates, and then my little nephew had an issue. Yesterday, there was a warrant coming out of Hoboken for him. I'm not sure why. Trying to figure that out as well. I called today for that. So it's just retaliation that keeps occurring with me and my family as well. Besides my father and his mystery death at a North Bergen Harborage nursing home during the pandemic of March 30th of 2020. Is there any like public safety or anything, national security, anything that could figure this out? I went all the way up the chain, like Department of Justice, Inspector Generals, FBI. The only one I haven't went is to the president. I don't know what he would do, but just to understand why. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Could I just ask a question?
I was going to ask the same thing. Go ahead.
Do you know at the time of your father's death, whether they did an autopsy?
No, there was no autopsy during the pandemic. They refused me. My dad was in the funeral home for a week
Well,
trying to get
you
autopsy.
could request on your own an exhumation. You don't need anybody's permission. That's for you to go to your, the funeral home.
I can't even get the medical records from North Bergen Harborage because they sold the nursing home.
After the meeting,
In March
we'll talk to
and
you.
November
We'll
22.
talk to you about it after the meeting.
Yeah,
Next speaker,
'cause They
please.
sold the nursing homes, believe it.
Because when the thought, and a couple of us spoke about this at one of the prior meetings after the meeting, is that the only way, to determine it would be to exhume your dad's body and to do an autopsy on it. That's the way you would determine.
And I fought for that in the beginning of the pandemic and I
yeah.
could not
Ray,
receive
after
it.
the meeting, okay, we have next speaker. Go ahead, next
And,
speaker, please.
Next speaker is Leroy Truth. I don't see him. in
Mr. Truth,
chambers.
not here. Next speaker.
Charles Pratt,
Charles, Mr. Pratt.
Charles?
not here. Stephanie Wilson. She is
Stephanie
here.
Wilson, please.
Stephanie Glover Wilson from Hunger Free. Just want to say thank you to Kenny Lopez and Bill O'Day for helping me get a temporary spot back in Bayonne so we can have, and thank Frank Mazda for also letting staff come back into Bayonne to do the food stamp applications and the Medicaid applications because Bayonne residents, it's hard for them to get to Corneliuson Avenue. So hopefully with the work with me and Jonathan, Kenny and Jackie, we should have that office back open by April 15th. I just need an address so I can know what to put on the information so people can know where to come to.
Carol Jean and, or after, yeah, she'll take
Okay.
care of it.
So
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Keep up the great work.
Next speaker.
And my last speaker is Courtney Walker. I think Commissioner O'Day has a statement.
Yeah, she had an emergency that came up and she asked if I would read her statement. And actually, she'd asked Carol Jean, but I volunteered. Hello, County Commissioners. My name is Courtney Walker, a resident of Jersey City. I have two topics to address today. First is the external facing task force this body set up in February. I'm encouraged by progress so far, and it's been helpful in connecting the county, community members, and key organizations working to support residents impacted by the horrific federal immigration policies and tactics. Just yesterday, Director Mazza took time to speak with me and another advocate about how we can better refer families in need of rental assistance. In addition, the Legal Services Subcommittee is exploring ways to expand access to immigration attorneys. While the task force is still taking shape, it has already proven to be valuable. That said, the primary goal of advocates involved in the effort is to secure additional funding for rental and legal assistance programs. These conversations continue to highlight the very real humanitarian challenge facing families in our community. Just last week, a father sought help finding low-cost mental health services for his 8-year-old son who has been struggling in school since a family member was detained. As budget discussions move forward, it's critical that these programs are fully funded. Where state funding falls short, the county must step in. The need is urgent, and we must meet this moment with meaningful investment. Second, I want to address a reported ICE presence at the county courthouse on March 2nd. A report came into the Dyer hotline that morning, which I shared with Alberico, who quickly, I think it was addressed it. It said quickly escalated it. I think it meant addressed it. Thank you for doing that. I also went to the courthouse with other responders. We determined there was no ICE presence, only a significant police presence that may have caused confusion. However, while there, we observed a vehicle that raised concerns. It displayed a sign reading Official Business Office of Hudson County Sheriff, along with visible political messaging. I fully support freedom of speech and expression. However, I'm concerned about political messaging appearing alongside signage suggesting official county business. To clarify, I respectfully ask, is this vehicle authorized for use by the Sheriff's Office? Are there policies governing political messaging on vehicles used for official business? And if this is not an official vehicle, why is such signage permitted? Thank you.
Okay, continue.
There being no further business to come before the board, may I have a motion to adjourn?
Lopez and, Ryder.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting is adjourned.
No.